Good morning. Today, I did this draw at 6:52 a.m. Today is February 15th, 2025. It is a 1-7 energy or an 8, so rather solid, and it involves Saturn, Saturday. And the beads today are going to be black tourmaline for protection of your emotional and stability, onyx for strength and stamina, amethyst for inner peace. We have obsidian for being able to absorb with clarity, smoky quartz, further mental clarity, and hematite for grounding. The energy today rather notable, and we again using the Tarot de Saint Croix. This particular deck with another deck, I happen to do just a tiny bit differently, and I will quickly explain. In the culture that I live in, the number 4 is highly valued, and therefore, when I'm using cards that are from the nature of this community, and this would be more Indigenous people from New Zealand in this deck, I happen to shuffle 4 times and cut 4 times to honor the deck and the customs of the people who created the deck. So to get on with this reading, I'm using the 6 of Pentacles relating to the earth, and we're talking about the fixed second house of Taurus and the second decan of Taurus relating to the moon. Additionally, we have the Ace of Cups, all things water. So we have the cardinal Cancer house, the fixed house of Scorpio, and the mutable house of Pisces involved in this reading, Ace of Cups and water. So what are we having here? Well, what's really interesting is this is going to relate to our 4 houses of mystery in a way, the 4th, 8th, and 12th house. What do we have? Mysteries at the threshold. The journey of the maiden, and the guardian at the gate. What do we have? Well, our high priestess and moon say it's time to be aware of your personal intuition and how you go about keeping yourself safe mentally and emotionally. Emotional intelligence inviting us to explore our inner thoughts as we witness a need to be quite careful. It feels as though there's a bank heist going on. And you might ask, how is that so? That at best is probably uncertain, due to the fact that in order for this bank heist to actually fully implement, they need an additional $5 to $11 trillion, for which they're willing to fate our children, our grandchildren, and their grandchildren for many lifetimes down the road, to be enslaved to all. This is not acceptable. Those who have come into power stating that they're here to help the common people, rooting out costs and delivering us a better grocery bill, only to drive prices upward. and as quickly as possible, all while in constitutional violation in every way. This is a violation of the separation of doctrine, as well as providing hackers direct access to yours and my personal information, including our bank routing numbers. Information that a hacker typically sells on the open market to the highest bidders, violating further the Privacy Act, the FISMA, and the CFAA Act, which will be leading to significant legal penalties. Our foreign and illegal president, in direct conflict of interest due to the nature of his contracts with the government and extensive business holdings. Pluto in Aquarius, I cannot stress this enough, people, at the cusp of the 6th house, where that is the common man being of service, is ready to take action. There is a very good chance that due to us, the people, putting massive pressure on those wishing to violate national security and put us at risk, may and could likely be halted. Now, when I say we could be in a healing cycle, and I've said this before, with Pluto in Aquarius at the cusp of the 6th, which generally is an indication of our health issues, is going to really root out the truth so we can heal. You see, we've been living in an oppressive system for some time, and all of us are uncomfortable for good reason. So let us continue. We get the Ace of Cups, which is going to relate to the element of water. And again, all things watery. It goes back to the moon. It goes back to Pluto. And it goes to Pisces. The power of water, pointing to the season of fall, where we all kind of feel like what we've accomplished in life is withering and dying because somebody needs more. Our harmony and values, financial security, and self-worth, as we are trying to figure out how to balance the practical needs with our real obligations. Running into energy in the 8th house that has every intention of taking every resource not nailed down, bringing us the truth about what we consider shared resources. Many will be harmed regardless of what happens now, so that 806 billionaires and corporations can have a tax break that we clearly can't afford to give. The 2017 tax cuts gutted our treasury and favored only the most wealthy at that time. Many of us saw increases in our expenses of approximately $5,000, including myself. And at the time, we were active federal in a very small MAGA community. Those who work for the federal government are directly affected at this time, and those Schedule F employees will likely all be let go with not a lot of legal remedy. Additionally, those who were in their probationary periods, I do believe up to 3 years, will also likely be let go inappropriately. Creating for the purpose of being able to gain access to our funds in a different way. If they don't have to pay federal employees and we don't have any government programs and we're paying taxes, I guess we're just tithing to the very wealthiest. And this is happening in every violation of the law, but yet we're being told, in a sense, as federal employees, to cooperate and allow these clear violations, or it could be punished, as these are now what Doge and our illegal president hope to make as the laws of the land. This is creating a low morale amongst the federal employees, fear, and many now in a state in generalstrikeus.com. Go there and sign up. As the goal here is to dismantle our safety nets, our collective core for the people. This is being dismantled. This means your grandmother doesn't get her Social Security check, or if she has a heart attack, I guess she just needs to go and sit on the street corner and die because, well, there's not going to be any money for medical care. This is going to affect the people across the board, regardless of who you voted for. For 803 entities who do not need this tax break. This is a bureaucratic obstructionist. And those who are celebrating this understand what you're celebrating. You yourself will not be getting any benefits, including medical, including pension. They want to take everything. They look to gut it. And if you want to be a fool and keep honoring and believing their false narratives in the face of we're here to lower groceries as the prices go up exponentially day by day, please grow up. And with that, please like, share, and subscribe. Join me on this channel to do something for ourselves, because we can't afford to follow along with this. If you want to go to the concentration camp, just ignore what's coming, because that's where it's going. And with that, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for being here today.